We'll be bringing you the latest news today, including some interesting stories on child geniuses, pollution, school development, including an exclusive interview with the new head of the super school, and all the latest entertainment news.
Very exciting. Now let's get over to Ali and Sylvie for some international news. Hello, my name is Ali.
And my name is Sophie.
And today we will be talking about a 10-year-old who just went to college.
She is at 100% in her recent exam. When she's older, she wants to have her own bank.
Ika has said it's so interesting. She loves theories, complex numbers, all that type of stuff. She said it was super easy. My mum taught me in a nice way.
Not a typical 10-year-old. She added that she wanted to finish her course in 2 years. Then she wants to do a PhD in financial maths when she's 13.
Wow, that's impressive. She also just enrolled at the Open University January and she is already top of the class.
However, she is no different to a normal 10-year-old because she loves dressing up like Elsa from Frozen.
I better get revising then.
Back to the studio.
In other news, a warning has been issued about potentially harmful cloud of smog covering parts of the UK.
Smog is a thick grey cloud caused by high levels of air pollution.
South Wales is included in top smog hotspots. It could even cause asthma attacks with those with illnesses.
But would we even notice here in British with the amount of air pollution from the steelworks?
Who knows, but I'll be hoping for a lottery win to escape clear skies and turquoise seas.
We can only hope. Back to the studio.
Hello and welcome to the Welsh News. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Muntaha. A boy, a pedestrian, was taken to Ysbyty Gwynedd in Bangor after being involved in a serious collision at around 8:54 a.m.
The boy was airlifted to hospital after being hit by a car in North Wales on Thursday.
The collision involved a Pergo 307 car on the A487 road.
Police officers and the ambulance service attended and the boy was airlifted to hospital after having a sustained injury.
The road in the immediate vicinity was closed and diversions were in place for several hours after the incident.
Back to the studio.
Every year, Glan Afan school reporters have reported on the progress of the new 3 to 16 school in Fatalba.
Since last year, the head teacher and deputy heads have been appointed. Building work has started and the school has a potential name.
How exciting!
We've managed to get an interview with the new head teacher, Mr. Tate.
Over to Lauren, Aki and Mr. Tate.
Hello sir, my name is Lauren.
And my name is Aki.
How are you today, Mr. Tate?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to come and meet with me.
We're delighted that you were able to do an interview with us today.
Good. I'm pleased I'll have the opportunity to say some things about the new school.
How does it feel to be the first head teacher of Bay Baglan?
I'm very excited. I still pinch myself every day when I get up to be lucky enough to not only build a new school, which will be a fantastic school, but also to be the first head teacher of it as well. And I think where I'm very lucky is I've got 4 fantastic schools all coming together. Brilliant talent. Can't wait. Very excited.
Can you explain some of the benefits that the students will have from Bay Baglan?
Well, I think obviously one of the biggest benefits is that you'll have the best resource school probably in South Wales. A brand new £40 million facility with the best sort of classrooms, the best extracurricular provision, sporting provision, music provision, theatre provision. But as well as that, you're going to be one of the very first 3 to 16 all through schools in Wales as well. Now what that means is that obviously we get pupils from 3 all the way through to the age of 16. Now I think that's really important because we can then develop very seamless education all the way through. So if you cast your minds back when you were in primary school and the worries that you had coming into a secondary school, all of those will be put behind us because we'll know our pupils from the age of 3. So we'll really be able to develop lots of talent and nurture that talent and develop that as we go into the new school.
Very interesting.
What new facilities will be available at Bay Baglan?
Well, I think we're very lucky. The site is huge. We've already had some pupils go onto the site and they can actually see how vast the site is. It's almost 40 acres. Now that probably doesn't seem much, but they have a man on site whose job it is at the moment to walk around the inside perimeter of the fence first thing in the morning, and then after he's done that, he goes outside and walks around the perimeter, and that takes him up to 2.5 hours. So you can see the sort of the size of the school. But in terms of the actual specialist facilities, not only will we have 4 grass rugby football pitches, we'll have a running track around those. There's a Welsh League standard football pitch. There's a full-size brand new AstroTurf for hockey. We've also got a full-size 3G rugby football pitch, which is the artificial turf like they use up in Cardiff. Inside, the largest sports hall in Neath Talbot. Next to that, we've got a fully sprung floor gymnasium with a climbing wall. There's a junior phase hall as well with a big soft play area. Then there's 2 theatre areas. They can be kept separate or opened up into one big theatre area. 4 types of canteen provision, from grab and go canteens to pasta canteens to full-size canteens. And then specialist teaching provision. Not only have we got specialist technology rooms, we've got a specialist art suite, including one photography room with full media facilities in there, and green screen rooms so you can develop your own movies. And then just across from that, we've got a full music suite, and in the music suite we've got 2 large music rooms linked to technology, and then we've got lots of practice break-off rooms with a radio station and a recording studio in there as well. We've obviously got a 100-place resource base for our pupils with particular special needs as well, and that's right in the heart of the school, right next to a very large media suite which serves as the library and a media area, and then right on the very top floor of the school there are 8 fully equipped science labs. So right across the school, the best facilities you're going to get in any provision, but of course what we're looking to do is to develop it not just for the school but also widen it for the community as well.
Sounds amazing, sir.
So do you feel that the new facilities will be an advantage for the students' education?
Absolutely. Well, if you think at the moment, you know, we've got 4 excellent schools, and 4 excellent schools that are doing tremendous amounts of work in some crumbling buildings. You know, some of the buildings are falling apart. Now actually, if we allow our students and our teachers the best facilities, then things can only get better, can't they?
Is there anything worrying you about the school?
I don't think worrying. I'm kept busy at the moment. I'm staffing the school, and then obviously next year we have to look at how we bring all those 4 schools together, and how we develop the curriculum and develop the same sort of consistencies. So I think it's just making sure everything is on time, and you're pleased to know that at the moment everything is on time. It's running smoothly. We're developing, at the moment we should be getting the steels, which is the big superstructure going into the school very soon. So you can keep looking back and seeing how the build is progressing.
Wow. What aspects of the new school are you most excited about?
I think I'm most excited about not only being a 3 to 16 through school, but very much creating a new community in the area as well, and doing things differently by being able to open early, close late, 52 weeks of the year, and really getting everybody involved in using the facilities of the school. So really sort of stretching the boundaries of what a school is, so that although the pupils will be using the school during normal hours, the community become involved in the school as well. So it really becomes, you know, a very exciting place for everybody to be involved in.
Thank you for allowing us to interview you. Back to the studio.
An exciting book project is underway, which has seen staff and pupils from present and past share their favourite memories of Glan Afan. Tasman and Maisha interviewed Mrs Mandale and Lizzie, a Year 8 pupil. This is what they had to say.
Hello Mrs Mandale and hello Lizzie. We have heard that you were doing a Glan Afan Glory Days and Glory Days memory book. So we wanted to ask you a few questions. Can you tell us a little bit about the Glory Day and Glory Days book project?
Well, we thought we've got such a wealth of writing talent at Glan Afan that we'd quite like to commemorate that and all the writing that's gone on at school over the years by putting together a book of people's memories, so that once the school is closed they can look back on the things that they got up to in school, the funny memories and sometimes the touching memories, and also look forward to the future of the new Babe Aglan.
Oh, that's a good idea. What have pupils been writing about?
Well, we had a writing workshop with the writer Phil Carradine, and on that day he had pupils writing poems about their memories of their first day at school. So we had a lot of memories about starting school, and quite a lot of pupils have written poems to commemorate things like Year 11 Leavers Day and prom, which has been nice.
What is the next stage of the project?
Well, we're hoping to get as many past pupils and parents who've been pupils here involved as we can, and staff. So we're going to have an evening session with the writer Phil Carradine, and he's going to come in and do a workshop for us so that we can put together some of our memories about what it's been like to work at Glan Afan and be past pupils at Glan Afan.
That sounds fun. Lizzie, how does it feel like to be part of the book project?
Well, I think it's interesting because after the school closes, that means there's sort of you've contributed, like the book of the memories, you'll always be in it. You know, like that newspaper. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Lizzie, what did you write about?
I wrote poems about my memories of Glan Afan and just the little things I remember, really. You know, about friends and about the school, really. So.
Are you enjoying being a part of something so exciting?
Yeah, I am. I think it's really interesting. Yeah, I'm enjoying being part of it.
Yeah, I'd like to be a part of it as well. Okay, thank you for letting us interview you both. Back to Carson and Alicia in the studio.
Thanks Tasman and Moshe. Next up is some news on an exciting art competition and what Glan Afan got up to raise money for comic relief.
So recently the school decided to raise money for comic relief by making a video of a town punk.
Everyone in the school took part, the pupils and even the teachers.
Within barely a week since the video was released, it's already gotten 14,000 views.
On comic relief, and all the pupils and teachers gathered to watch the video.
Altogether, the school has raised over an astonishing £500.
From all the teachers and staff to all the years in school, everyone got involved.
From being on Wales Online to South Wales Evening Post, the video has been a hit. Miss Hall is one of the teachers who took part, so Miss Hall, thank you for agreeing to do this interview. How was the whole process?
Well, the whole process was a lot of fun. It was hard work. We had to start with making sure everyone knew what dance they were doing. So during the form times you all learned how to do the dance. And then there was a lot of editing to make it all happen. And finally, the final product was shown in the hall, and we never ever realised it would be such a big success.
Sarah and Sophie is two of the students who took part. How did you find doing the video?
I thought it was really fun, and it's nice to get out there and do stuff. It was a lot of hard work and it took time, but in the end we got it.
Back to the studio.
Hello sir, thank you for allowing us to interview you. Glan Afan has entered many art competitions. Right now it is the show race and the red card competition.
What is this competition about?
The show races and the red card competition is a competition that asks pupils in schools all over Wales to think about how they all get on with each other. And it started about 10 years ago when a Newcastle United goalkeeper called Shaka Hislop, who was very famous in the first division as it was then, was walking through the streets of Newcastle after playing in a big game, and somebody shouted out some racial abuse at him. He turned around and looked at the people who had shouted the abuse and walked over towards them, and as he walked towards them they realised who he was, and instead of then shouting abuse, they asked him questions then about the game. It was after that then he thought that he would try and do something about racism that takes place in football and of course in our society today, and he set up this organisation called Show Racism and Red Card, and it's been a competition that our school has taken part in ever since.
What are the levels of talent here at Glan Afan?
Because we've got so many talented pupils such as yourselves, I try to enter the pupils in as many competitions as we can so they can show off their skills to the rest of the school and to the much wider community. And in our school at the moment we've got some extremely talented pupils, Aki, yourself, you've been involved in this competition and have been very close to winning it, and some of your friends have indeed actually won this competition on previous occasions.
What year groups and categories invented?
Well, we usually use the year 9 year group because the year 11s are involved in the GCSE exams, so they haven't got time. The year 10s are busy with their coursework, so the year 9 is an ideal year group to take part in this competition because they are just beginning to grow into young people who are thinking about these issues which affect us all.
What did the students have to do in the competition?
There were a few categories for the competition, and the main one was to design a poster that got across the message, but you could also design a t-shirt, which I think Aki you did, which was fantastic, and we hope that's going to win. We also designed a sort of a collage which was dedicated to Malala Yousafzai, who is an iconic figure in the world now because of all the work she's done in standing up for her own and her friends' rights in the part of the world that she lives in. Another element of the competition is to design and make a video, which we didn't do this year, but we have done in the past, and I think Lauren, you were involved in that, and you made some excellent sheep noises for that, I seem to remember.
Are you feeling confident that Glan Afan will win an award this year?
Well, I'm always confident because the pupils in our school are so talented, but it's not just about winning the competition. The whole of Year 9 entered this competition, and the whole of Year 9 got to think about an important issue which affects us all in our community.
Are there any competitions in the future you want Glan Afan to enter?
There's lots of competitions come to the school all the time, and I have to make sure that they are suitable for our pupils. There will be a couple more competitions coming up now in the summer term which we are going to enter, and one of them is organised by the NAS UWT, the Teachers Union, and again the theme of that is about equality and about how we all need to get on with each other in this world. So a similar sort of theme, but an important issue that we're going to be developing over the next couple of terms.
How come you invented the school in this particular competition? Any reason at all?
Well, yes, because we've won it before on many occasions, and hopefully we'll win it again. But it is, an excellent competition. It's a well-run competition, and it's a competition that has a theme which I think is very important for us to discuss, talk about, and make our artwork from.
Thank you once again for letting us interview you. Back to the studio.
Thanks, girls. Some interesting news pieces there.
Shannon and Ella have been engrossed in the wacky world of celebrity. Over to them to update us with all the latest gossip.
Wow, exciting news. Paolo Nutini has just announced that he's going to be playing at Singleton Park. Oh wow, I hope I can get my hands on some tickets. Me too. Hi Gabs, thanks for speaking to us.
It's okay.
We heard you auditioning for X Factor.
Yes.
Do you have any idea what you're going to say?
Ella Henderson, yours.
Well, good luck. Hope you get through.
Thank you.
We are very lucky to have a theatre in walking distance from school. Shannon and Ella talked to the staff of the Princess Royal Theatre to find out what upcoming events the theatre has coming up.
Hi, I'm Ella. And I'm Shannon.
Hello there.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
You're welcome.
What shows have you got coming up over the next few months?
We've got some lovely comedy shows. We've got Jethro, we've got Reginald D. Hunter, we've got Sarah Milligan coming. Amongst others, we've got music, we've got Bob Geldof coming. You probably never heard of the Osmonds, but your grandparents probably liked them. We've got those coming. There's an awful lot of people coming to see, worth coming to see in our theatre.
Is it the first time for any of these shows in Port Talbot?
Any of the, let me think. It's the first time for most of them. Of the ones I've mentioned, Reginald D. Hunter has been here before. In fact, I can tell you how many new shows we've got coming up. We have Stickman, that's new. Bob Geldof, he's new. The Osmonds, they're new. Paul Potts, he's coming, that's not announced yet. So, shh. Treefoo Tom is coming in November, that's new. You sounded a little bit excited at that. And other people are coming back, like Richard and Adam, and some of the comedians, Rich Hall, Sarah Millican's new.
So are there any shows that you're going to see or you're looking forward to? If so, which ones?
Which ones would I really look forward to? Richard and Adam at Christmas, that's always a good one. It's a nice family show. A lot of the comedians I like. Jethro hasn't been here before, and because I haven't seen him for a long time, and he's very silly. It's quite rude, but he's very silly. I'd probably look forward to seeing Jethro.
And another event we really enjoyed of Glan Afan, Anything Goes. Have you ever met anybody famous?
Oh, once or twice. Every time somebody comes to the theatre, I say hello to them, take them to the show them where the dressing room is, and let them get on with it. So, anyone that's been here, I meet. Some are really nice people. Others can be quite tired, and it's not always the excitement of seeing a star. When they just turn up ready to get dressed, they're just like ordinary everyday people.
Well, that's really interesting. But we have one last question. Are you looking forward to the IDA dance show on Monday? Some people from Glan Afan are participating.
It's my first show on next week, and I'll definitely be here, definitely be looking forward to it. And I'll be looking forward to when Glan Afan join us again on stage at Christmas time for Richard and Adam. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, thank you for letting us interview you. That's it for now. Back to Misha and Karis in the studio.
And now for some exciting sporting news.
And some interesting Six Nations predictions.
Good morning, Mr. Bowen, and thanks for speaking to us today.
It's okay.
Sporting Glan Afan has always had a good reputation. Can you tell us a little bit about what's been happening?
Recently we run lots of different fixtures, extracurricular and also lessons. We do lots of things. We cover something like 14 or 15 different activities that the pupils can take part in, of which we compete outside of school as well.
We've been following Wales in the Six Nations over the last couple of weeks. How do you think Wales have played?
I think we started off a little bit shaky. We are always perennial sort of slow starters, but then I think they've grown game on game and got a lot better, and hopefully now they shall play Italy on Saturday and they should win, well, fingers crossed they'll win the Six Nations.
What are your predictions for the end results?
I think Wales will win, but I don't think they're going to win by enough to make sure that they win the championship.
Thanks again. Oh no!
That's okay, just go from where you were.
Right, I read up with but can we read that bit out?
Yeah, I'll cut that bit out, it's fine.
You'll edit it, yeah.
What are your predictions for
Of all the games, or just the Wales game? Just the Wales game. I think that Wales will win. If you want a score, I'll say Wales 38, Italy 10.
Thanks again for taking the time to speak to us.
That's okay. Thank you very much for coming to interview me.
Hello, and thanks for speaking to us.
That's right.
Have you ever received any injuries playing for the Ospreys East Under-16s?
Yeah, I've only received one. I broke my wrist in a tackle.
Oh, really?
How did you first start playing?
I was 6 years old and my mother just asked me, do I want to join a rugby team, so I tried it and I liked it.
Wow. Have you ever scored a winning try?
Yeah, I've scored a winning try against Cardiff Blues.
Well done.
Thank you.
How did you feel getting picked for the Ospreys?
I was excited.
Thank you for taking the time to speak to us.
That's right, thank you.
So what are your predictions for the rugby?
I think it's going to be an exciting weekend, isn't it? I think Saturday's going to be a day in front of the telly watching all 3 games. I think Wales could have done with the game right at the very end, as opposed to the start at the moment. Difficult to stick my neck out. I've lived in Wales now for 26 years. My children are Welsh, my wife is Welsh, my parents are Irish, and I'm from England. So we've got a bit of a mix there, so I can hedge my bets. But my heart tells me I would love Wales not only to win the game, and I think they will beat Italy, but it's the mathematics that's involved afterwards, and I think that's the difficult thing. But I think Wales will win their game. I'm not sure the points difference will be enough for them to win the championships.
And now we're with Mr. Rees to find out his predictions.
Thank you, girls. Well, I'm feeling very optimistic, and I'm predicting a 56-12 win to Wales on the weekend, which should get that difference in the scores. But I still don't think we're going to be enough to overhaul the English, who I predict are going to win the championship.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
When do we know that you're into the rugby? What do you think?
I think Wales are going to win 33-9, but I still think England will win the overall thing.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Okay.
Hello, and what are your predictions for the rugby?
Well, I believe Italy are going to win.
Welcome back. I hope this clear spell lasts, don't you, Karen?
Yeah, I could get used to these clear skies. Well, there is one way to find out, and that's through Sarah.
Sarah, we have a question for you, and I'm pretty sure everyone wants the answer. Is this sun going to last?
Well, we won't be needing these today. Hello, my name is Sarah, and I'll be your weather girl today. As you can see, today is sunny with a little bit of clouds. The temperature is 10 degrees all through the day. And this will be coming tomorrow as well. What? Some exciting news. There will be the solar eclipse tomorrow in the sky where the moon passes over the sun. This will be really hard to miss, so don't miss it. That's all for now. Bye! Back to the studio.
Well, that's it for today's news.
We hope you enjoyed watching Glan Afan's School Report.